Well, welcome everybody. Call the meeting to order, and do we have any public comment period?
We do not.
Okay. Then moving forward, we'll start with the consent agenda. Minutes from our previous meeting. The appropriations, the Lake Cabin transfers for C-35. Do I hear a motion concerning the consent agenda?
I move that we accept it.
I'll second.
Okay, then moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor? 4-0, motion carries. Thank you. Old business, Nick, the North Riverwalk Extension update.
The lights are getting installed. They're planning on being done in a 2-3 week period with the lights. And then for the most part, that should be done. The grass people will come back and finish planting grass and taking care of all that once that's complete.
Okay. Looking nice down there. Okay, anybody have any questions about that? Okay. Then let's start with the department head reports. Let's start with
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yep.
Hey, Council. I just got a little list here of some projects that we've completed over the last few months. We've done a blighted structure cleanup down on South 7th Street. And we tore out a bunch of brush on the bank over there by the Cow Mission along the Riverwalk. And filled dirt back in and got it planted to grass. We got a good standard grass on it. Lots of weed spraying, just normal street patching. We replaced 15 buoys at the lake, took out the old gas line buoys. Painted lines on East Main. We purchased a new side mower, or used side mower from the county, and got that all switched over on old tractors. So we back to having a side mower again, so mows the road edges and stuff at the lake. Of course, the amphitheater took a lot of our time this winter and spring.
That's a great job.
Lots of setups and teardowns for Washunga days and concerts, and it kept us pretty busy all summer. And just the normal lots of mowing, lake roads, blading. We did try some millings on a few of the roads out there, and they seem to be holding up really well. So we may try to do some more of that in the future if we come across a bunch more millings. But other than that, that's just kind of the normal, everyday jobs we take care of.
That sounds like plenty. That sounds like not like we have any lack of things to do, is there?
Yeah.
Have you noticed in any of the parks or anything, any problems with the army worm problem? I know it took out our yard just about, and I know it's taken out Angie yard, but.
I really haven't noticed anything in our parks yet.
Uh-huh.
They all seem to be
Doing okay?
doing okay.
Good.
They like fescue and Bermuda grass. So if you have fescue and Bermuda, you're at risk of.
Oh, lucky me.
That's why I said it'd be lucky me too.
Well, people need to be aware of that because it can wipe out a football field in 3 days, so.
Do they have an insecticide out for that already?
Uh-huh, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I know that
We'll
they
keep
have.
an eye on it.
Yeah, kind of keep. If you start seeing brown spots, it might not be just dryness or fungus. We thought that was what it was, Yeah, they took out the whole backyard. Angie's whole backyard in 2 days. It's gone.
Oof.
So, wow.
I've seen a little
Brand new
bit about it on the news and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. Do you have any needs, and are you guys doing okay?
No, we're doing fine. We got some old equipment that is, Nick, he said something the other day about they're about to kill us, but just old trucks and stuff that take a lot of maintenance,
Uh-huh.
and we hauled a lot of gravel this winter, which put some wear and tear on them old dump trucks, but
We got a couple of them that are, I call it nickel and dime us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's all something with them.
Does anybody up here have any questions or comments?
Yeah, just great job.
Just
Thank
thank
you.
you.
You guys are doing above and beyond this year. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And thank your crew for us. okay?
All right, we'll do.
Thank you.
Particularly the Riverwalk and all the work down there and the events. I know you guys worked hard down there.
Thank you.
Particularly with the bud.
Yeah,
Helped us a lot,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, it's always nice when you get a bunch of rain right before a big event.
Thank you.
All right.
Bless you. If there's something you need, be sure and let Nick know so we can know.
Okay, thank you.
What is necessary. Thank you. Okay, Derek, Craig.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Been a while. I'll give you a rundown on some of the things that we've done from the beginning of the year, being so I haven't seen you all. We've had 2 water leaks in January. Those were services. We had 4 water main leaks and 1 service in February. We had 1 water main leak in May, 3 water main leaks in June, 3 service water leaks and 1 water main leak in July, 1 water main leak in August. Some of the projects that we've done, we put a 2-inch service on Wood Street, an 1.5 inch and a 1-inch service on 200 block West Main Street. Sewer manhole and lid replacement off of Wood Street. Pool repairs, filling the pool, training on the new VFD motor that was put in. Help CTS and RTS change out all the meters in town. Training on meters and iPad and all the programming. Trained on the VFD and helped those guys out at the water plant. Replace the fire hydrant on Columbia Street. Some of the things that we're going to be looking at doing is repair the fire hydrant at Madonna from the road vehicle accident. Valve replacement on Con and Rock Hill. Valve replacement on Chautauqua and Maine. Out at the intake tower at the lake, we have some valve stem and parts to replace valve stem on the inside of the tower. We still need to do. Replace about 20 meters, 15, 20 meters or so is what we got left. Some are up to 3, one's up to 3 inch, all the way down to 5/8 meters. Continue cleaning sanitary sewers, flush hydrants, exercise valves and distribution, spray riprap at lagoons, and then here coming up pretty soon, we'll be winterizing all the parks and the pool.
That, do you think the computerized readings are going well? Where you,
All the meters? Yeah, it's
That saves
been
you-
really, really good. I like the data that we can collect off the meters.
Yeah, you're welcome.
If there's an issue with the meter, we can download 97 days off of that meter and look at by an hourly report and see what's going on. And so if they got a small leak on the customer side, we can look at it and let them know that there's definitely something there. So
for those of you that don't know, we upgraded the meter reading system this year. And,
meters, reading system, everything.
Yeah, and it's very efficient. They can just drive through a neighborhood and get the readings instead of having to go to the meters.
Yeah.
And that has really saved a lot of time, and it's very efficient, so.
Yeah. It used to take us 5 days to read everything, and now it takes an hour and a half.
Just amazing, 5 days to an hour and a half. So, no signs of zebra mussel problems or anything?
I haven't seen anything or noticed anything. I don't know if anybody from the lake has.
But in the tower, everything seems.
We still need to do inspection this year, so I haven't had time to get out there this year yet.
Oh, we've all got.
That's a long
Let's
list.
be okay with that. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, anybody else have any questions?
And you're staffed up finally?
No.
You're
We
still-
need to add another one, but getting people to apply to work is like pulling teeth right now, so.
No, we're down to, we got 1 out due to COVID, and we're down to 3 working, so.
Really good.
Okay, anything any problems that you have that you need us to address or anything?
Help.
Help, yeah.
Yeah, just that. Yeah, well, we'll take it when we get it, but yeah, we'll just keep trucking along. Hopefully we can get caught up and keep caught up.
Everybody else okay?
Yep.
Well, thank you very much for
All right.
what you're doing. We know it's
Thank you.
Thanks for the
thankless
report.
job sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, on your, huh?
I would remember if you were here.
And tell your crew thank you too, will you please?
You bet.
Congratulations on the engagement.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody have anything to go on from the department heads? Okay. At this time, would you like to
Yeah,
go into executive session?
this time I request an executive session, 45 minutes with Nick, city administrator, city attorney, Will Howardson, the entire council and the mayor for attorney-client privilege.
Your second?
Second.
Moved and seconded to go into executive session for attorney-client privilege for 45 minutes for the council, for Nick, and for our attorney. All those in favor? Opposed? The motion carries 4-0. Okay. Okay, we're back. Ready, any more motions? Okay, then moving forward, let's go to governing body comments. Lisa?
I do not have anything this week.
Mark Berner?
Sorry I was late, it was work.
Mark, you have this stuff on Fest on the armory. Wanting to use the armory if it rains.
Yeah, did they turn the paperwork in?
I haven't
right?
gotten that yet, but I
Okay,
know
it was
you-
supposed to have been turned in today. In case it rains, the Arts Council would like to request the Armory as a secondary location Friday and Saturday. They have paperwork, and I thought they had turned it in today, but I know it will be turned in. If not today, it'll be tomorrow morning.
And we've waived the fee in the past. They still have to sign the agreement that everything needs to be cleaned up and all that, but we waived the deposit the last time this happened. We did.
It'll all get cleaned up by the volunteers.
Do I hear a motion to allow the Suffolk to use armory if necessary at no fee?
So moved.
Okay, Sharon, second?
I'll second.
Okay, then motion is seconded, to allow the use of the armory as a backup, for the Seth Fest at no fee. All those in favor? Opposed? 5-0, motion carries, thank you. Anything else, Mark?
No, thank you.
Okay, Keith?
I have nothing tonight, Mayor, thank you.
Okay. Larry?
I have nothing this evening, Mayor.
Okay. Sharon?
I had a call from a resident, and she's concerned about the mowing on the riverbank, on the river walk, on the steep parts, and how dangerous it is for the person mowing it. And I explained that we've been through this process twice before. And she just, anyway, so I said I would mention it to the city council, that there is a resident that's concerned about the safety of the mower on that steep bank. She also expressed concern down there on what Nick referred to as the pad, which is the culmination of our trail that walks down to the river.
Mhm.
And it's right at the dam there where the old dam was. And she asked if there was gonna be a railing there, and I said, you know, I'm not sure. We're working on a park area there. The plans aren't developed yet. Well, it's not gonna be safe. Kids will fall in the river there. And so we
Well,
need to.
She hasn't been down there to see the kids swimming.
So, anyway, it's just an obligation for me to come and report that piece of information. And I would just like to say that, yes, the Seth Fest is gonna be a great weekend. It'll be Friday night and all day Saturday. And there's a lot of good events planned. And then coming up, and the next weekend is Military on the Santa Fe Trail. And that's Friday evening at the Commission and all day Saturday at the Council Oak Park. Some amazing speakers of the military and Santa Fe Trail. And then the weekend after that is the Madonna Trudge. And if you don't know what that is, it's a race for women, but they have to be dressed like the Madonna in order to compete. So there's just a lot of good things coming up. And there's more after that, but I'll tell you more of those the next time.
Okay, sounds good. Bill?
Thank you, Mayor. One thing I wanted to visit with the council about just briefly. We've had a city administrator and I have been dealing with a citizen who's been requesting some information. I won't get into the particulars of it, but his request is primarily centered around the Kansas Open Records Act, sometimes called KORA. The thing that I wanted to make clear, just in case it comes to your attention outside of the meeting, is that the Open Records Act does not make every document that the city has in its possession open. In fact, the act has 55 exceptions, and there's some of which are very broad exceptions. I will look at each of those requests individually and apply those exceptions. You know, the general rule is that we do want to make stuff available and open. But there are certain things that deal with delicate matters such as negotiations or things of that kind that we simply can't make available to the general public. And so if some of that comes to your attention, I just want to be sure that we all understand that even though the general rule is those records are open, there are 55 exceptions. And some of those exceptions within themselves are very broad. For example, one of them has to do with whether or not it would be admissible in court under the rules of evidence. Well, gosh, that body itself contains 40, 50, 60 exceptions itself. So by the time you multiply all those out, there are lots of different exceptions to the general rule. And so I just wanted to make that available or make that comment to you because I have a feeling it may come around to you, and I just wanted you to be aware of it.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
Thank you.
And just to follow up on that, the request that was denied is because it's confidential and is not to be shared with third parties. So that's the reason the request was not allowed. So I don't have anything else, Mayor.
You don't have anything else this evening?
Nope.
Okay. And I don't have anything either, so with that, I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay. A second? Second. Okay.
Who seconded it?
I'm gonna put Mark Berner.
Okay.
I think I heard him earlier, but my hair's going. Okay, all those in favor? Motion carries 5-0. Thank you.